What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Stackz Gaming, and welcome to another One Piece video. This is Hal here, and if you remember last time, if you watched my Dueling Uta deck profile, I did say I was going to bring Red, Green, Monkey D. Luffy as my next deck profile, for me personally. But yes, before we begin, of course, I'm going to always ask you, to like, subscribe, check us out on Ko-fi. Shout out to our supporters there. I'll put them up here on the screen. There's even a little leaderboard thing if you guys are into that. And everything you donate goes back to the TCG community in forms of free to enter giveaways and free to play box tournaments. So yeah, check us out there if you want to show us your support.
Remember to subscribe to Stackz Gaming.
But yes, let's just get right into it. So this is Red, Green, Luffy. Of course, this is your leader, Monkey D. Luffy. Activate main. Once per turn, you pay 4 Dawn, and then you set one of your Supernova or Straw Hat type character cards with a cost of 5 or less as active, and it gains an extra 1000 power during that turn. So it's basically an additional attack, unless you're so desperate that you have to activate a blocker that you might have attacked with or something. That just sounds terrible, but yeah. Unfortunately, it is Supernova or Straw Hat Crew, but luckily for you, almost all your film cards in here are also Straw Hat Crews. So yes, awesome. Now it is basically a tale of 2 Namis, because you use both Namis here, the red one and the green one. They're just so good. So we're going to get these out of the way first, and then we'll get into the actual deck profile. So of course you run your 4 Straw Hat Nami. She's just too good. Check the top 5, add a Straw Hat Crew card from there other than Nami to your hand, and put the rest on the bottom in any order. Now unfortunately, even though they are different colors, Nami is still Nami, so you can't grab a green Nami and the green Nami can't grab the red Nami. So yeah, because just Nami in general, there's not like a different name like in Yu-Gi-Oh cards where it's Nami, I don't know, Unbound, I don't know. some example. But yes, 4 of her, 2 good to go along with your 4 green Nami. 3/5 on play, or when attacking you pay 1 Dawn to the top 3 cards, add a film card other than Nami, add it to your hand and put the rest on the bottom in the order. So exact same thing, except there's also on drop or when attacking, but you do have to pay an additional Dawn. But yes, unfortunately, like I said, they can't search each other, so that's the only crappy part. But they will help build that hand, and this is that build where, if you see it online, where I like to build hand. So shout out to those other deck pros out there. There's the aggressive type, there's the hand building type, and it is that kind of deck because it reminds me of a Vanguard deck, if you guys ever play Vanguard, called Oracle Think Tank, where we just build hand, and it has some spurts of offense, but it's mainly, defense oriented. But yeah, the rest of the cards are in no particular order, but we'll go by level order, if that helps. Yeah, let's do that. So yes, going by level order, you got your 1-drops, you got your 4 Tony Chopper. I always seem to have this card in my hand. Make sure you drop it, get those blocks in. Speaking of Tony Chopper, we have 4 of the 2-drop. It's just here because of the counter. You want those 2k counters as the point of the deck. But it is a 2/2, and if you drop it, when attacking, Dawn ×1, you rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost 2 or less. So it can be useful if you want to rest, an opposing Tony Chopper and attack instead, I guess. But yeah, you're mainly just using it for the counters. Speaking of counters, Gordon, film card, so you can search for it with your Nami. You're basically just using it for a 2k counter as well, but a 2/3, and on play, you could send a card from your hand to the bottom of your deck and draw 1 card, so it could kind of fix your hand. I forgot to mention, sorry, so yeah, Straw Hat Crew, film / Straw Hat Crew, and animal as well, in case there's any animal decks out there. Sorry, I really don't know that much. I'm still very limited with my experience on One Piece, TCG, well, One Piece in general. I've only seen the movie. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to build a deck, and yeah. Speaking of which, 2 Bartos. I've always just used 2 until that deck came out, then I saw people were using 4. I've always used 2, I just draw it all the time, I don't know why. But yes, it's a really good card. 2-drop, 3k, 1k counter. At the end of the turn, you may rest this card and set up one of your film characters other than Barto as active. So you can't set up your blocker Luffy, which is your main beat stick of the deck, your boss card. But we'll get to that. It is the very last card, basically. And it is also a Supernova, so you can actually stand it back up with your Monkey D. Luffy if you're making it attack. Plus, film, search with Nami. Now here's your only non-film, non-Straw Hat card in here that's character, and that's for Raizo. It's just a free draw. It's too good. 1k counter, 3 drop, 4k power. When attacking once per turn, if you have 2 or more rested characters, draw 1 card. And from what I read online, it does count itself. So if you already attacked with one thing, you can attack with him next, and that's already a free card. But yeah, moving on. 4, Beppo. Just because of the counter. It's a 2k counter. It's basically a weaker Robin because it's 3 drop, 2k, and has the exact same effect of when attacking, Don times 1, knock out one of your opponent's characters with 3k or less. Exact same thing as Robin, except Robin is a 4k, but it has a 1k shield. This is 2k counter. That's what you want. But, you know, Robin's too good that you still need to play 2. She's just too good. Might as well play 2. So unlike Beppo, Beppo's a film card. She is a Straw Hat Crew, so still searchable. Everything is searchable except for the Rises so far. And, you know, Nami's, because Nami can't search Nami, unfortunately. But yes, 1k counter, 3-4, exact same thing, Don times 1. When attacking, knock out one of your opponent's characters with 3k power or less. Now, there are builds where you could add, like, Otama and stuff like that to lower power. We're not really doing that, so she's just here as a type of formality. 1, she's a Straw Hat Crew, so you can search for it. 2, it's a strong effect either way. So, you know, because there's still cards with low power that you want to pop. Now, I think it would be a crime if you're playing a film deck and not having, and it's Uta. I just play 1. Honestly, I just play 1 because, you know, because I love Uta. It's my favorite character. She is a film, so you can't search her with Nami, and she can add a level 3 or lower, I'm blanking right now. Red card from your trash to your hand. Cost 3. Sorry, level 3 cost 3. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so she could add a blocker. She could add something with good counters like Beppo, a Nami, whatever you need. If you really don't want to run her, you could always just have 4 Zoro instead of the, you know, 1 Uta. You could always run Rush Zoro. But I just want some more film, you know, cards in here so we can search with. Just the vanilla. 1k counter, 4 drop, 6k. For your final 4s, you have 4 Brook. This is too good. 1k counter, 4 drop, 5k. Play up to 1 film or Straw Hat type character from your hand that's cost 3 or less for free. So you drop that. You could drop Nico or Beppo, anything that's a film or Straw Hat that's cost 3 or less. I was even trying out the other Nico Robin, the film one, for a while. That was, you know, the exact same thing, but cost 2 or less. But at the end, I just took her out for, you know, the 4 Beppo, so I could have more counters. And it worked out pretty good. But yeah, you want to combo that off with your Monkey D. Luffy. This is your beat stick of the deck. I don't run Edward Newgate or stuff like that. You can. It's a really good card. In fact, I'm still experimenting with it. I might throw it in there. I don't know. But yeah, film, Supernova, Straw Hat. The only bad thing is that, you know, it's a cost 7, so you can't stand it back up with Luffy. But that's what you have Barto for. It's a blocker, so, you know, you could always attack with this blocker, bring it back up, and then it can block next turn. Exactly what you want to do. They're probably going to kill off the Bart after that, but, you know, it served its purpose. But yes, 7 drop, 7k attack, blocker, obviously, and on play up to 1 film or Straw Hat type crew character with cost 4 or less from your hand. So you can drop this, you can drop Brook, and then Brook will drop something else. And I'm dropping all the cards. See? That all works out. But yeah, guys, that's the final character here in the deck. Love the deck so far. Love building the hand. It's definitely a fun deck. And I just made it because of the film characters. Because I saw the movie, but this is what they were in that movie. And I never watched One Piece. I didn't even know it was about pirates. All I remember was, I think, seeing it a long time ago, and it was like on Fox, maybe. And I just remember like the stretchy dude with the straw hat, which was this guy. But after seeing that character and the game, so that's one of the good things about this card game, you know, it's bringing in people who's never even seen the animes. So there you go. And in these outfits, they definitely look like pirates. So loved it. So I had to pick up all those arts when they came out, and luckily I did, because then they went up for some reason. Well, good luck. But yeah, moving on to the events. Don't forget, guys, to like and subscribe. Check us out on Kofi. 2, Punk Gibson. I like this card too much. 2 cost, counter your leader or one of your characters gains plus 4,000 power during this battle. And then you rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost 4 or less. So that's initially could be taking care of 2 attacks. You could take care of one that you're blocking and another potential one from a character they haven't attacked with. So love that card. It's just too good to me. Moving on to some red events. And all of these are Straw Hat Crew, which don't forget that Nami, she's a redded. I mean, not here. She's a Straw Hat type character, but it's supposed to be a Straw Hat type card. So you can even search out the events. But yes, 2 Radical Beam, 1 cost counter. Your leader or one of your characters gain plus 2,000 power during that battle. Then if you have 2 or less life cards, it gains an additional 2k power. So most of the time you're probably going to be low on life because you'll take some hits. You're just trying to build your hand, depending on how you're playing it. But yeah, that's why I just run 2. Because just in case, like I said, depending on how you're playing it, I also use 2 guard points. I did forget to mention the trigger over here. It's just your leader or one of your characters gets 1,000 power during the turn. So that could be helpful, especially with your 2k shields and stuff. And this is the exact same thing for the trigger. Up to one of your leader or characters gains plus 1,000 power during turn. And 1 cost counter up to 1 leader or character gains 3,000 power during this turn. So some low cost things in case you're having to defend after dropping Luffy, because they're probably be dropping multiple Luffys. Or if you run at Renew Gate, at least these 1 costs are really good because you could drop it at 9 and then you'll have a 1 cost open. But yeah, I'm just running 2 and 2 because it's situational. You don't know which way you're going to be guarding. This could be early game if you want to guard early game. If you're guarding late game, there you go. And like I said, with the Nami, you can search them out as well. And for the final 2 cards, 2 Gum Gun Jet Pistol, just because it's just too good. It's too good. The trigger to activate this main card's effect, which is knock out one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power or less, is just too good. And it costs 4, but that's why you have these also, smaller triggers in case you need to activate those during your defending. But yeah, guys, that is the deck. Don't forget to like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know what battles you want to see. We're trying to upload as much as we can. Tell us if we want more shorts, more openings, more battles, more deck profiles. Tell me, and tell me what decks you want to see. But yeah, check us out on Ko-fi. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.